Hello and welcome to Intellect, where we talk about intellectuals. In today's episode, we are going to talk about Roger Federer, the major tennis star who have retired recently. So, without any further delays, please subscribe to my channel and start the video. Number 1. Federer lost his first match as a pro. Federer turned pro toward the end of 1998 at the age of 17. His first match was in a tournament in Switzerland near to where he grew up. He lost his first match to Lucas Onolker. If Federer had been a boxer, then a defeat in the first match could possibly have been something he would never be able to recover from. Luckily, tennis is a lot more forgiving. Conversely, Lucas Onolker, an Argentine now retired from professional tennis, never won a single tournament during his career. Number 2. Roger Federer is a doctor. In 2017, the University of Basel awarded Roger Federer with an honorable doctorate. He was given the title as a result of raising the reputation of his home city and country so extensively on the international stage of competitive sports. The university also praised him for all the charitable work he has done to raise education standard for so many children in South Africa. It's estimated that over 1 lakh children have been provided with better education. The class of 2017 from the University of Basel were extraordinarily lucky to have such an esteemed guest of honor after graduation. Number 3. Federer could have been a professional footballer too. Federer played a lot of sports growing up. His two favorites were tennis and soccer. His soccer coach at the time said he was easily the best midfielder he had ever coached. He remarked that Federer had the brains to make it as one of the world's best playmakers. However, at the age of 12, he decided to give up on all other sports and concentrate solely on tennis. He believed that his natural talent in his sports surpassed his abilities in soccer. Number 4. Federer is one of the highest earning sportsmen of all time. Roger Federer prize money alone currently stands at a staggering $19 million. When you add this to all the lucrative sponsorship deals, his net worth became an astonishing total. He is currently sponsored by Uniqlo, National Swiss, Credit Suisse, Rolex Linked, Sunrise, Mercedes-Benz, Gillette Barilla, and Moet and Chandon. It's estimated he earns around $70 million a year, and his net worth is somewhere around $450 million. Number 5. Federer has two sets of identical twins. Federer has four children. Both are sets of identical twins. In 2009, his wife, former tennis pro Mirka Vavrick, gave birth to identical twin girls. The couple named them Maya and Charlene. In 2015, Mirka fell pregnant again, and I'm sure that happy parents were pleasantly surprised to find out the phenomena had occurred again. This time, she gave birth to twin boys who were named Leo and Lenny. Interestingly enough, though Federer's only sibling, his sister Diana, is also mother to twins. Number 6. Federer has been the world number 1 for the most consecutive weeks. Federer has been ranked at world number 1 for a total of 310 weeks so far in his career. 237 of those weeks came back to back from February 2004 to August 2008. He dwarfs his nearest opponent in the field quite magnificently. Pete Sampras is the second player to have held the number 1 spot over the longest with a total of 286 weeks. His longest back-to-back run was a measly 102. The only person that got anywhere near Federer's record for consecutive weeks was Jimmy Connors. He held the number 1 spot for 160 weeks between July 1974 and August 1977. Number 7. Federer has 3 states and over 50 cars. Federer has a lavish apartment in Dubai estimated to worth around $5 million. He decided to buy the place after realizing it was a great location to train in order to get accustomed to playing in extreme heat. The average daily temperature in Dubai is 102 degrees Fahrenheit or almost 40 degrees Celsius. He also has two properties in his native country of Switzerland, one in modern ski chalet in the Swiss Alps valued around $8 million. The other is a penthouse apartment in Zurich, one of the most expensive cities to buy properties in the world. Federer is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz and therefore has an endless garage of their finest vehicle. He said his favorite vehicle is the SLS AMG Roadster that goes from 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds and cost around $250,000 brand new. Federer speaks 5 languages. Federer is not only one of the greatest athletes of our generation, it's also a gifted linguist. He speaks German, French, and English completely fluently, while also being able to communicate effectively in Italian and Swedish. There is a very little to do with but admit the fact that Federer is an extremely special man in many ways, and is only 37. Who knows what the future holds for the legendary man. Number 9. Federer worked as a ball boy. Federer worked as a ball boy in 1992 and 1993. Federer worked as a ball boy at the Swiss Indoor Championship near the hometown of Fossil. Fun fact, if you search on YouTube, it's possible to find the 12-year-old Roger Federer running around collecting balls for his idols at the time. Stephen Edinburgh won the 1993 tournament, someone who Federer has always praised as a role model. Number 10. Roger Federer brought about the golden age of tennis. Before Roger Federer, many would have said that Pete Sampras was the greatest tennis player of all time. However, he has never that consistent and often lost his cool on the court. Roger Federer personified great sportsmanship while breaking every record along the way. In turn, other modern greats such as Novak Djokovic, Rafael Nadal, and Andy Murray have had to up their games exceedingly to even compete. This is why pundits are calling the current era the twilight of the golden age of tennis. Federer raised the bar so high, the quality of competition we see today is largely down to his excellence. Thank you, everyone.